I have lived in Massapequa, Long Island for 3/4 of my life. And whenever you talk about Massapequa, it's like all American hamburgers, all American hamburgers. And listen, best burgers that you can get for the price in America. But people always talk about, too, that the parking lot is tough. It's tough to find a seat outside. Well, I just met some game changers. Look at this. Hang on right here. I'm in the Uncle Giuseppe's parking lot. And for the first time in 30 years, we have all-American tailgaters. That's right. The what's going on, sir? You're just
American tailgate.
This is it, and that's it. Go get your burgers and then bring your lawn chairs and park and sit outside in the most dangerous parking lot in Southeast Nassau County. But look at this. Look at how happy they are. They got their boots. It's like a Jimmy Buffett concert without Jimmy Buffett because he's dead. Okay, if that's not a cold open for a show, I don't know what is. Today on the Tom Kelly Show, we are going to discuss just a minute on Long Island's Twirly guy and, what I want to know about him and not know about him. Then we are going to discuss, then I'm going to ramble awkwardly. How about that, people? That's enough for a show. What do you say, people? Let's start the show.
The Tom Kelly Show. Everybody, I want you to go to the Tom Kelly Show. I want you all to know.
And scratch your nose first. And here we go. Content warning, spoiler alert. I'm driving west just for golden hour sun. You are experiencing the Tom Kelly Show. Who wants to podcast today? I do. This is the podcast where one stand-up comedian, Tom Kelly, a big deal, who used to work at Good Morning America, The View, Tamron Hall, though I'm not very proud of that one on my resume, the America's Got Talent, $100,000 Pyramid, and a million other shows, and now I'm doing a podcast because I'm still acting like it's 2021 and my career is going to bounce back. No, I'm a Long Island comedian having fun, screwing around. The podcast, for those of you who are new to it, is me rambling, and then from which come stand-up bits and clips, and it's just, honestly, sometimes just an excuse to get together with friends. So first thing, when you think of a podcast, actually, let's get the big one out of the way. Long Island's Twirling guy. He's been a big part of my week. My friend Jack thinks I am obsessed with the Twirly guy. And for those of you who didn't listen last week, there's a man on Long Island. We're just going to call him by his nickname, Twirly Guy, or Mr. Twirling Hands. He's a guy who for at least 20 years has been a mainstay at the Long Island clubs. And he goes to bars dancing like this with the arms over his head. And, he's always just been that guy that was around. I did a clip on my Instagram, Tom Kelly Show. Feel free to hit subscribe now, where a guy from a band called Social Gold, I think. I can't remember his first name, but he was the drummer. And he said, you have to, I asked him, what does he love about Long Island? And he said, Tom, you have to talk about Mr. Twirling Hands. So I did. I did a quick video, and really we celebrated. The guy just looked like a guy at a bar, innocent guy, being himself. Maybe he's gay, maybe he's not, but whatever it was, he was truly himself in the moment. And then I started asking questions. The video went viral. Just the guy dancing in Wantagh, people, and then people all across Long Island started posting pictures of Mr. Twirling Hands wherever they saw him. Maybe they were at Mulcahy's, maybe they're at Salt. He's the Farmingdale Street Festival. Anywhere there was a cover band, Mr. Twirling Hands would be there. When I worked at ABC, loved an inspiring story. I loved the story where, we could share positivity, take a weird person with a message about how to be yourself and live your life. I thought Mr. Twirling Hands would be that. I interviewed him and I asked him some easy questions like, hey, there's a bulge on your ankle. People think it is a prison monitor, that you're under house arrest. What could it be? Honest to God, I'm naive, people. I thought it was going to be a diabetes monitor or an Apple Watch on his ankle to count his steps. And he told me it was a scram monitor, which monitors his blood alcohol content.
That's a secure, continuous, remote alcohol monitor. I am not allowed to drink any alcohol for the next 4.5 months because I'm a shitty driver.
Now, I have never been an investigative reporter, but man, people started doing the investigating for me. You know, it turns out he's a lawyer, and maybe he was suspended for pointing, for a reason. I don't even want to get into saying it, because I don't know who's innocent, who's not. I didn't mean to do this when I opened this can of worms. And then, he got banned from a bar called The Inn. And then somebody sent me the video of why he got banned from The Inn. And I just went, I can't be the guy to report on this. I just wanted a happy, feel-good video. And honestly, man, I think my experience with Mr. Twirling Hands, Twirly, if you will, is everything living on Long Island is all about. Long Island is a land of people with we have a historically large Italian population. And the one thing you can learn from being Italian, growing up in the neighborhoods I grew up in Brooklyn, and even in Massapequa, don't ask too many questions. It sounds stupid, but was I from a mafia neighborhood? No. Were a lot of our parents from mafia neighborhoods? Yes. And I was from a neighborhood where the less you knew your neighbors, the more you liked them. I can't tell you how many people I grew up with, not just from Massapequa, but all of Long Island, who wound up having drug problems, arrests, not just DUIs, but violent crimes. And the secret to thriving on Long Island is getting to know your neighbor, but not getting to know them that well. I mean, maybe you have one or two neighbors that are great. But you know what? There's something to be said about good fences make good neighbors. But I'll also say asking too many questions makes bad neighbors. So my conclusion on the Twirling Man, as we hit 5 minutes and 46 seconds of a segment that I wanted to last a minute, I'm going to choose to make this guy dancing like this mean what I want it to mean, which is, I just want to look at him as what I want to make him. Weird guy on the dance floor, dancing by himself to the beat of his own drummer. I don't need to know what chemicals he's ingested. I don't need to know how he's getting home. And like all people on Long Island, maybe I don't want to dance too close. Maybe I don't want my kids or sisters or nieces to dance too close. But it's funny, on the Instagram, my therapist, actually two of my therapists and my Chat GPT therapist say, I have intimacy issues. And this is why when I get to know people, they disappoint me. I'm a great first dater, though. I am a serial first dater, people. I love a good first date. You don't ask too many questions, blah, blah, blah. You like sunsets and beaches. Yes, I do too. But then you find out, and then on the second date's where you start to lose things. And your, second date is like, and your a-hole ex-husband owes child support. There you go. That's that. So let's get back to happy news. So I think I am the guy who gives you fun, feel-good vibes. First, I want to point out, for those of you watching on the video version of this podcast, how attractive I look. I am driving into the sunset, heading west on the Southern State Parkway. I will not give you a shot of how good it looks. Oh, maybe I will. Quick. Quick. See that? Look at how gorgeous that sunset is. I am driving into the sunset because like they say in the old days of podcasting, like it was fun, radio. In the old days of radio or TV shows, it was about, the old days of TV shows was, I have a TV studio. We got 3 camera guys and girls. There's a sidekick. There's a band. And that was entertainment. Then it was everybody has a podcast in the year 2020. And then suddenly everybody got a Shure microphone. Everybody got a this. Everybody got a that. And that was the podcast. I think the next level of podcasting is not Guy in his house on Zoom. It is taking you out to hang out with me. That's, I think, the stage. Like, if you even look at the clips of mine that do well, it's Tom Kelly on Long Island, not Tom Kelly in his apartment talking to interesting people. And I think that's what people want. And what's the next layer of entertainment? I think it's going to be cameos, cameos where you can make a celebrity make a message for you. I hate to say it, but the next layer of entertainment is going to be cameos and 1-900 number phone calls. It's going to be interaction. And there we go. There's right now, there's a motorcycle accident family over there, a flat tire over there, or I don't know. Again, you're hanging out with Tom with the Jeep off. There you go. Well, not the Jeep off, with the top off the Jeep and driving into the sunset. By the way, have I mentioned I've done 2 versions of this podcast trying to be positive? Because there is pressure to make clips. So let's get into some positive news. Positive news, people. Folks, your old pal, Tom Kelly, officially has more Instagram followers than anybody on News 12. Wow. Yeah, that's right. I am at 52,000 followers on Instagram, and I just beat Erin Colton, the beautiful, smart morning news anchor who has 50,000. So what do I think that means? I think News 12 either has to make me an anchor, not just a correspondent or a reporter. I want to be an anchor, and or give me a late night show. And obviously, I would put the late night show on my own YouTube and Instagram because I want people to actually watch it. But I would be great for News 12 because News 12 is local as local news gets. Tom Kelly is localer than local news gets. Folks, when I do a local show, I don't even talk about the odd numbered side of the street. It's only south of Sunrise Highway, even numbers of the streets, and there you go. Oh, let's do a positive segment. Here's a question for you guys. I got a text from my friend John last night at 11 p.m. He said, "Hey, Tom, do you have any Viagra?" Now, I have Viagra in my medicine cabinet. You know what? I got stage fright once or twice, got the bottle of pills, and it's funny. Now that I have bullets in the gun, I don't know what, there's an expression here. Now that I have bullets in the gun, I'm not afraid of getting robbed. I don't know. But now that, whatever it is, now that I know my lines, now that I know I have cue cards, I'm not afraid of forgetting my lines. There you go. That's the analogy. But here's the question. Is it like tampons? Like they say, if you're in the women's bathroom, woman to woman, if another woman asks you for a tampon, you don't ask questions. The woman hands the other woman a tampon. Woman code, girl code. Is this modern medical bro code? If a friend who lives nearby asks for Viagra, do you owe him Viagra so he can satisfy the deal? So he can finish the job? Was I a bad friend for saying I don't have it? Because I don't know. I just didn't feel like having him stop by for a Viagra pill before he went to his place for a hookup. I don't know. I felt like, what do you do here? It felt awkward. It was very, Very icky, and I don't know what to do. It shouldn't be that hard a question. But then again, if the question were a little harder, he wouldn't have been asking. Even that. But again, I don't know if I have the jokes, but I do have the problem. When a friend asks you for Viagra, you know, when a friend pops up and asks for Viagra, do you have to give it to him? When a friend pops up and asks for Viagra, do you have to give him a hand? Though I don't want to give him a hand. I don't want to help him. Yeah, no, I don't want to give him a hand. But do I owe him a pill? Do I owe a brother a pill? That's another question. And I am willing, I'm just saying this right now. Not only am I willing and eager to do a late night news show on News 12 or a local station, to do a commercial for any erectile dysfunction medicine that needs me. Tom Kelly has stage fright, but with my off-brand Viagra in the medicine cabinet, I don't have stage fright anymore. I wonder if that stuff expires, because I really haven't checked in a while. I think it just needs, yeah, you know what? That's enough of a show, people. I don't know if this will ever see the light of day, but there you go. Do me a favor, folks. If you haven't hit subscribe, actually, I feel like some of you are hitting unsubscribe at this very moment. But if you haven't subscribed to the podcast on YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, all the apps, hit subscribe now. Leave a comment where you can leave a comment. And man, I left you a few good questions that could use your opinions. Am I the man to break the news on Twirly Guy being less of a charmer than I thought he was? Am I the man, am I the man who is the future face of erectile dysfunction? Let me know. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, good night. Where am I? Good night, Douglaston, Queens?